I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah, Peyton, we talked to Eli, obviously, just about the emotional impact of playing each other. You've answered it before, but just what it feels like again for you this year, knowing he's on the other side of the field.
Well, I mean, there's two different parts of it. Certainly, this is game 2 in the regular season. It's an important game for both teams. It's our first road game. Giants' first home game, and for all those reasons, it's an important game. It's for the next one. For Eli and myself, both being the quarterbacks, I take a moment to appreciate the unique situation. Having played against them twice before, I've tried to do the same thing and realized that that it is a unique situation. So that both times, the past 2 times I've played against the Giants, for whatever reason, Eli and I are kind of on about the same yard line, singing the national anthem, and just kind of take a moment and sort of realize that it is pretty unique, and that is my brother over there, and so grateful for the opportunity because it is special for that reason. But once that ball is kicked off, and all week long in the preparation, hey, you're getting ready to play a good team on the road.
Peyton, can you compare the emotions of going against your brother, and that it's the third time it's happened, versus say going against Tom Brady, who was a good friend of yours?
Like I said, the emphasis all week in the preparation. I mean, you're preparing, for an excellent team, a team that knows how to win, a team that's good at home, a team that's got a lot of pride. That coming off a road division loss, those guys are going to be ready to play. So that's where the focus is. Yeah, I can't really compare it to anything else. Eli's my brother. We're very close. We pull for each other, and obviously on this particular Sunday, we want both of our teams to win. So it's not really like any other, because he is your brother.
Hey, do you think Eli gets the recognition he deserves for the career he's having?
I do.
Okay.
In what, if any, ways would you admit to Eli perhaps being better at you than certain areas on a football field?
I don't have a good answer for you on that. I know people like to make comparisons, but that's not something that he and I do.
Are you guys competitive with each other, Peyton?
With each other?
Yeah.
Like I said, we pull for each other. We play the same sport, have the same job, so we certainly, can relate to a lot of the same things that quarterbacks go through, and we worked out together this off season a couple times, which is always fun. And I think you try to help each other in the off season. Something that. A tip here, a tip there, throwing tips. So I pull for Eli, and I know he pulls for me as well.
How about off the football field, golf, things like that? Is there a competitive edge between the two of you?
I don't think so. Eli and I end up being partners a lot in golf, to tell you the truth. So, like I said, we're close, and it's not really how it's set up with he and I.
Peyton, would you trade some of the records that you have for the second ring that he has?
Look, I try every single year. I try to do whatever I can to help my team win. Anything that comes along with that, so be it. All I was trying to do the other night was help my team win the game. Whether you throw 0 touchdowns or throw 7 touchdowns, it's not important as long as you win the game. So, hey, the goal this year is to try to win every game and try to give yourself a position to the end. That's the same thing every single year. You're trying to help your team win, and certainly the goal is to try to win a championship.
Peyton, how was he supportive when you were going through your rehab, and can you talk about how he helped you? He was, like all members of my family, they were all, very supportive. That was a
it's nice to have that support when you're going through something different, an injury, kind of an unknown injury, with not a real set timetable. So Eli was encouraging and supportive that whole time. I certainly appreciated it.
Watching him from afar, what's impressed you the most about what he's done in his career?
Eli's a great player. He's a consistent player. I think he's gotten better every year. I've always thought that's the goal for any player, to try to be a better player each year than you were the year before. He's made things happen with different players, different receivers, different running backs. He's been very flexible, to adjust to the different players that he's played with. But his consistency as a player has been awfully impressive.
Peyton, teams obviously always want to improve, but perhaps especially from week 1 to week 2. After a week when your offense and you've thrown 7 touchdown passes, is that a tough sell for you guys this week, improving?
No, it's all about just trying to get ready to play the Giants. I haven't asked one question about the Giants' defense, and that's where the focus is for me as a quarterback, and for our offense. It's a good defense. We're putting some tough spots due to some turnovers against Dallas, but they were outstanding last year in creating turnovers, outstanding in the red zone, and so those are things that they're very capable of. And that's where our focus is getting ready to play a tough defense on the road. At the same time, you do know, because of their explosive offense, they're capable of scoring some points. So you better be on top of your game from an offensive standpoint.
How do you look at their defensive line? JPP now has a game under his belt, and obviously all the other defensive linemen they have are pretty versatile.
Yeah, it's an outstanding bunch. There's good depth there, and physical guys, that are stout up front, can be tough against the run. But like you said, all of them can rush the passer, and there's no question that's going to be a tough test for our guys up front.
That it? All right, Peyton. Thank you.
Okay, thank y'all.
Guys, if you want to hold on the line, we'll have Coach Fox here in just a couple minutes.